I think this topic is one of the most important topics for all of us, and it's the worthy, the deserved piece. And I'm going to just give it a little quick antidote. So I have a group that I work with every Saturday, and one of the ladies said, I'm just so angry at my husband. I'm not going to give the scenario so that it can't pinpoint to one person, but a situation happened where she wasn't involved in the decision of the choice. And what she did is, when I was talking to her, she immediately, when I said, what do you think your anger is? And she said, and she closed down and she said, he just doesn't listen to me. And so I said, what do you think that is? And have you told him how you feel? And she said, well, no. And I said, how long have you been married? 38 years. Where do we feel inside that we are not worthy or that we deserve to have people see and hear us? Because I think why I care about it is that she immediately shut down on herself. She didn't she was angry at him, maybe punished him a tiny bit, but more importantly, she closed down on herself. And I said, what does it feel like to say to him, hey, when you made this choice, I felt XYZ. I felt unseen. I felt not heard. I felt like you didn't value my feedback in it. You just had an idea in your mind and you moved forward with it without any conversation with me. And she said, that just feels fearful. And I'm like, how long have you been married? 38 years, and you still feel afraid to communicate with your husband? And I thought, my God, she is not alone in this. She is not the only person on the planet. We run into people all day long that they don't like confrontation, they don't want to communicate. Confrontation, everybody in the room said, oh, I hate confrontation. And I'm like the most confrontational human being there is. Because I don't think it's confrontational. I think it's self-worth. I think it's the deserved piece of being able to have a voice and share what's in your heart and your desires and how you want to be a part of and how you want to have a give and take in any relationship. And like, I don't understand where you're coming from. Can we talk about that? Instead of, they're going to be upset with me. They're not going to like me. What if they shun me? What if they shun you? So what? Really, what? So what? That means you just get to go home and feel your heart and go, that hurt. I feel kind of sad. I feel kind of scared that I might be isolated, that I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life and never have any friends, which isn't true. But that's where we go with it, right? So then what do? We deny ourselves the peace of worthy. For me, it would look like going home and having a conversation with my spouse that says, hey, when you decided to do this without involving me, I felt not seen by you. I felt like my needs weren't even addressed, like there wasn't even a care in the world, as if I even lived in the same house. And let's just say he gets pissed and he blocks you in the sense of gets up, walks out and says, oh God, here we go again. No, here we don't go again. I'm going to follow this breadcrumb and I'm going to start expressing myself. And be aware of something, guys. When you start doing that, other people, they're used to getting away with what they get away with you. And so it changes the dynamics. It changes how you interact. If our tone is crappy, then our tone's going to be crappy and they feel that. But if your tone is authentic and genuine and you've had enough resolve, you can step back and go, what is it that I really, really need? I just want to verbalize how I'm feeling. I just want to have my voice heard. He doesn't have to do anything with it. She doesn't have to do anything with it, whoever they are on the other side of this. What matters is that you were brave enough and you showed up in your deserved peace, your worthy peace. I deserve and I am worthy of saying what it is that I need. I am worthy, I am deserved of saying no. It just feels lighter to me. I know that's scary to a lot of people. And I think the age-old question is what is that scares you? To feel that you deserve good things, expressing yourself, putting people at odds. What makes you feel like you can't put somebody else at odds? They're putting you at odds. I got news for you. They've been putting you at odds for years. He put her at odds. He didn't give two shits what she felt and thought. He just went ahead and made a decision. So why is that okay? But you conversely doing that to the other. I'm not talking about combative. I'm talking about expressing like, hey, that hurt. Can we talk about that? That's actually maybe what's been missing in most marriages for years. And then they wonder why the sex shuts down, and they just go through the emotions because it's too hard to get a divorce. You don't want the financial piece of it. No. Why do we not speak to our kids? Why do we not have a conversation? I hate you. Who are you to tell me that? Who am I not to tell you that? I don't care if you hate me. I'm not trying to change you. I don't need to change your mind. Stop trying to change people's minds, people. Share what's in your mind. Share what's in your heart. That's worthy. That's deserved. Oh, I'd love to hear back from you on this one because I think it's juicy. I think it's at the core of everything. How worthy do you really feel? How easy do you receive? What's your deserved piece? Oh, I care about this topic. I just care about it. So God, let me know. Thanks.